And now for something completely different. It's the non-championship Race of Champions at Brands Hatch. This track looks like a deformed coat hook to me. Anyway, not only is the racing going to be fun, the points are going to be needlessly complicated. That's my fault. Sorry about that. But not only do I have to tabulate all this, I also have to figure out qualifying points. I must be a sadist. So here are the cars lining up for heat number 1, and this is Francesco Clariana in his Formula 5000 March. He qualified on the pole. He's got everybody lined up behind him, building to a crescendo, and green light. Start of heat 1. He gets a good getaway, but Angelo's is even better, and he just blasts away down the hill. But Francesco's going to fight back here. Angelo gets the car all the way sideways. Well, maybe 2 sideways. But that's okay, because everybody can continue. Oops. So another one going off there. This is our leader on lap 1, Peter Blom. Also known as Andrea De Cesaris. I think I prefer to call him Peter Blom. And here they come through the lower portion of the course for the first time. 19 drivers in this one-off non-championship event. Great turnout. I'm somewhere in here. There I am. At the end of lap 1, this great skirmish took place. Look at this. Dylan Yates in the yellow car, Ace in the Lotus, and Mr. Clariana. Here they come to Druids Bend, 3 wide. Excellent, excellent stuff. Ace tries to get by, but just runs out of room. Very narrow track at Brands Hatch. You basically have to wait for an opportunity to present itself, and oftentimes they're not as obvious. So these 3 are going to be locked in battle for a bit. This is me, further back in the pack, trying to overtake Jerry McComas. And I get alongside here, but oh goodness. Just not going to be able to make it stick. I'm like, well, I'll try again in the next corner. No, I won't. Another one of those situations where you just run out of room. No biggie. Keep on going. Besides, this isn't for a championship or anything. Anyway, so here comes Angelo with Francesco in hot pursuit, and this is a battle for second place. Pete is still in the lead. And man, oh man, look at this. This has got to be some of the best racing we've had all season. This isn't even part of the season proper. Looking for a way by, but it's one of those situations where you just basically have to shoot, you know, where is it? You know, he even touches him right here. Oops! Angelo holding his line. Nothing illegal about that. Now as they come into the start-finish area, you really get a sense, too, of the elevation change of this track. You saw briefly there Peter coming through. Here they come down the hill again. Oh, looks like he's got a shot. But not enough room. Into Druids Bend one more time. The look back from Angelo's car. Oh man, you can just sit there and feel for him because it's so close yet so far away. This is the last race of the 1973 cars that we're going to have. The next championship is the 74 championship. Angelo still staying. Whoa! Oh goodness. Coming into these turns, you have to be very quick if you're in traffic. It's very, very easy to get into an accident. Oh man, no! Goodness gracious sakes alive. Oh, Finally an opportunity. And Francesc gets by. There's Pete again. And now March is in second spot. This is one other item that I found amusing from Heat 1. Tony goes for a bit of a ride. Anyway, so at the end of Heat 1, which was only 12 laps, Pete was out in front, cruised home to victory, and then took part in the obligatory destruction climax, almost taking me out in the process. But I'd already crossed the line, so it wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah. That's great. Oh, and here comes Rari to add an exclamation point. That's great. Alright, so let's take a look at the results. Top 10. Peter is in first. Francesc Clariana is in second. Angelo third. Dylan in fourth. And these are all the points that are accumulated all the way down to 10th. And you can see the added points there for the qualifying. Now, for Heat 2, the points are doubled. But there's another interesting twist. The grid is inverted from the previous finish. Oh yes, that's right. The fastest guys are starting in back. And that means that the guys who, well, maybe not are the slowest, but the people who had unfortunate things happen to them in Heat 1 are starting first. That means Dale Ballweg is starting first in the BRM. It's actually an all BRM front row with Alistair Healy. And green light. Start of Heat 2. Alistair actually gets away better. Takes the lead going down towards Druid's Bend. And Dale's trying to get into a rhythm here, but unfortunately is tapped from behind. And, oh goodness. And just like that, first to last. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So here come the cars around the bend, and we have Alistair in the lead. Tommy's in second there. Whoa! That was Brett Metcalf getting out of shape there, and there's Dale trying to catch up. More midfield mayhem. Good grief. Those tire barriers taking a pounding. Now there is Pete, who, because he started, or finished in first in the last heat, he starts last in this one. Here he is trying to get by Carl Larrad from HSO. Enjoying a rare appearance with us here. Hopefully there will be more in the future. Pete trying to find a way by. And finally does. And you can see here how when you're coming down into the paddock bend before Druids, how things can really bottleneck. And I'm not sure what happened here. Maybe Peter just got in a little too hot, or maybe he was tapped. It's hard to tell. At any rate, he keeps going. I think that dropped him back down to 14th again. So he keeps on going. Now this is Ace running in third spot, overtaking Jerry McComas for second place. This is on lap 4 of Heat 2. Ace had consistently excellent times during practice, and now here's Alistair Healy leading very comfortably actually, but then makes a slight error here. To his credit, he's able to keep the car pointed the right direction, but loses enough momentum that Ace is able to skate by here. Ace told me on the forum, Jason, make sure that you call attention to the fact that I'm in the lead. And, well, Ace is in the lead. Ace is still in the lead. Now, this is a little further back. This is myself and Rari. And we are going to have a Battle Royale. Watch this. This is good stuff. Another situation similar to Angelo's. Rari's trying to find a way by, and I am making it very, very difficult just by holding my line. Coming into the start-finish area now. Rari is going to have a chance coming down here towards Druids. And it just ain't going to work, but it's really interesting how it happens. Watch this. Tries to get me on the inside here. And I just managed to hold him off going into the next corner. Oh man, that was really satisfying. Loved that. Now, as you might imagine, I can't keep this going forever. It's going to be one of these situations where I have to, at some point, give up the ghost and just let him by. But it was fun while it lasted. Now, this is a portion of the track where I'm not entirely comfortable because of all the high speeds, trying to nail it exactly right, especially through here. And you can see right here, Rari closes because it's really hard to get off this corner with any kind of real purchase. Now, here he comes to make his bid. I was actually going to make a little bit of room for him here, and naturally I made too much. Into the kitty litter I go, and Rari takes over the position, but that was great fun. I really enjoyed that. Now, this is second, third, and fourth place here, but if you look off into the pits there, that's Leo. Sorry, not Leo, that's Ace going into the pits for his mandatory pit stop. And that means that Leo takes the lead. Peter is in second, and Dylan is in third. Close quarters action here. A little bit of a look down the inside here. Oh! Almost, but that's another one of these corners that has a change in character as it comes around. And it's really hard to gain purchase when you're trying to pass somebody. This is the view from Dylan's car. It just occurred to me that in the 74 series, I don't think there are any yellow cars, so that might pose a problem for Dylan. No, maybe not. In any case, he's got a great front row seat for this action. He's just watching points here. He doesn't want to get involved. He's just watching, waiting to see if a mistake happens. Coming to the final corner here, and unfortunately, Dylan makes the same error that I did, running a little bit wide, although I think his intentions were different at that point than mine were. And here comes one of the critical parts of the race where laps are running out. This is actually, I believe, lap 16 or so, or 17. And here he makes a try for it. Pete, and he gets by. The unfortunate part, though, is that neither of these guys had gone in for their mandatory pit stop. And here's Pete making his. And not long after that, Leo made his. And who does that put into the lead? Someone that we haven't seen much of in heat number 2, but we do now. Francesco Clariana. He did something very clever. He went into pits at the end of lap 1 and snuck up on everybody and took the win in heat number 2. Now, here's the hard part. After the race was over, there was a strange thing that happened. Angelo somehow was disconnected from the race, and somehow it was determined that Francesco was somehow involved in this because he didn't switch cars. So Francesco voluntarily withdrew from the race, and that's why you don't see him in the final standings. Peter wins. Next up, 1974 Winter League. You know you want to take part. Be there.